Well, welcome everyone, it's Nicola Cairncross here, and thank you for coming back to the channel. I was watching Richard Vobes on YouTube earlier, who is one of my favourites, I must say. He is very quirky and very erudite, and he explains things really, really well. Well, today he had two really nice chaps on, and he only gave their first names for reasons that I think will become obvious if you watch the video, Adrian and Joe. And he was talking about how they were trying to coordinate everyone who is becoming more awakened and trying to help citizens out with the trials and tribulations we find ourselves in. And I was getting more and more interested, and I thought, this is interesting. So I actually did what I always do when I get interested in something. I went over to look at their website, and there was no such website. And then I thought, okay, well, let's see if they've even registered the domain name. So I went and looked up the domain name, and that had been registered. So presumably something's in the offing. And then I remembered that Richard had also interviewed some people from a Bournemouth Community Association. And I'd gone and looked at their website a couple of weeks ago, and that had adverts all over it, which meant that something had happened to it. It probably elapsed. I then clicked through to look for the national organisation, and I started searching for it because they'd mentioned that there was a national organisation coordinating all of the community associations. I was actually looking for one in Worthing, Brighton, Shoreham, anything like that. I went through to the National Association website, and while it looked okay, every time I clicked on something, it didn't take me anywhere. So they had all the sort of structure set up. It wasn't actually linking anywhere. Now, how hard would it have been to put up a page saying, I'm sorry, you've just clicked on an area that hasn't got an association yet. Would you like to start one? Put your name and email in here to indicate your interest. And that could have been one page for all of the areas that didn't yet have an association set up. It wouldn't have been that hard to do it. But what you need is people who are actually thinking about what they're doing. And I found that all a little bit frustrating, because if I want to know about people and they're on a big show like Richard Vobes, he gets, 60, 70, 100,000 people watching his videos. It's the opportunity of a lifetime for a charitable endeavour to get a lot of traffic to their site very well, free, essentially, not even very cheaply, free. And to not have even a one-page website where people can put their name and email in, or to capture people's details in some way, it's criminal. It's criminal negligence as far as I'm concerned. And I just couldn't believe it. Anyway, I sent Richard a couple of messages and said, look, if anyone needs help with websites, will you please point them in my direction? Because I'm just starting a new enterprise which helps people with their WordPress websites. I said, I'd be happy to donate some of my time to help some of these good causes that you're showcasing. And it would just be so easy for me to do it very quickly. I mean, for heaven's sake, I spent a day putting up a website for myself yesterday. It just would be so easy for me to help out. So I thought, while I'm a little bit frustrated, I'll do something good, and I'll go and register for some virtual tickets of the Better Way conference that's happening down in Bath in about 2 weeks' time, that Richard's actually comparing one of the panels on. So I went to the Better Way conference website, and that worked fine. But then I clicked to buy some tickets and ended up on an error page. It's 2 weeks away from the conference, people. How come you haven't got tame techies who are making sure that people can buy tickets to help you out? It's ridiculous. I can't believe I'm even saying that the ticket page was down. Now, okay, it could be something nefarious. It could have been that their hosting company's been got at by the powers that be. There could be something going on like that, but I don't think so. I think it's just people are basically using people for websites that just their mates or something, or their mates, and these people are perhaps busy with their own jobs. But it's just it's just so sad. It really is. Lots of people just go through the motions, and they do what they're told and no more. But what you need is someone looking at your website every single month at least. Act as if you're a customer. Do a sort of mystery shopper around your own website. Because, I mean, it's amazing the things that do break. It's usually user error from somebody going in to change one thing and accidentally changing another. But what you really need is to do these sort of walkovers, walk through your own website as if you're a customer, as if you're a potential person who could help, as if you're someone who's listening to the Richard Vobes show on YouTube, one of the many thousands of people who are going to be clicking through to your website and trying to help you buy something, donate some money. And to top it all off, after that, my daughter just reminded me that she was coming over with her boyfriend this evening, and they were going to stop in and get a curry on the way. And did I want to look at the menu? So I went to the Indian Cottage Curry House on Shoreham High Street, and I did a search on Google, and I clicked through onto their website, and the menu page didn't work. I was speechless by then. I just didn't know what to say. So, and in fact, their whole website looks like it's on WordPress, and it looks like the theme's expired, and they've just defaulted to the default theme on WordPress. Well, obviously, nobody at the Indian Cottage is looking at their own website, are they? Because they would presumably much rather have a direct takeaway order than forcing people to go through the Just Eat or the what's the other service they do? I can't remember. Deliveroo, because presumably they have to give away 10, 20, 30% of their turnover if people don't order direct from their own website. Anyway, I've dashed them off a message saying I can help them and I'm just over the road. So if they want me to pop in, I'd be very happy to do that. But, oh my God, it does exasperate me, as you can probably tell. So go away now. If you're in business and you've got a WordPress website, in fact, if you've got any kind of website, just go away now and visit your own website and see if it's easy to use, see if it's intuitive, and just make sure that everything you click works like it's supposed to, because really you are leaving money on the table if it's not. And if you need any help with any of that, if you want me to take a look at your website, I'm very happy to do that. I do website MOTs on this channel. Not enough people ask me to do them, actually. I'd love to do some more. So do just either put your comments below and get me to do a website MOT for you. I mean, it would be on the condition that I can show it on this channel, but I promise to be constructive. So if you're a brave soul, do that. And if you're not such a brave soul, then do come over to nicolacairncross.com and click the link to book yourself in to talk to me on my online diary, because I'm very happy to do a 15-minute consult with you, and I'll have a look at your website beforehand and tell you what needs fixing. By the way, Richard, you're doing a fantastic job. Keep up the good work. Just get their website URL out of them. And if they haven't got one, send them my way. I'll see you next time.